can you tell me in your professional opinion before we talk about length?
Yeah.
What does it need off? Because it's not been cut by a professional. I cut it myself.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
For a little bit because it's just one straight line.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So.
Don't be precious about length.
No. So with cutting hair like yours, it's not bad in terms of. So I cut hair in 2 different ways. If you've got hair that's quite damaged, you can just take a fair bit off. Or with yours, it's not so much that the end, the actual length needs to come off. It's more you need to do what's called like a micro haircut. And basically what that is if you twist your hair, you can see there's like bits here that need cutting off, but they're not the hair.
Yeah.
Right? So if you put your hand through your hair and feel back, that's quite taggy. Yeah, you feel that?
Yeah.
So you don't have to cut a lot of length off. It'd be good to cut a bit off to tidy it. If we go through what's called a micro haircut, where you twist it and you take those bits away, your hair feels amazing afterwards, and that's what takes the rubbishy bits away and makes your hair feel good and not like, I would say it needs that. And then micro, like do what I said and your hair will feel brilliant. Because your hair doesn't do variations of lengths, if you twist it and take those bits away, that's what you need to do.
You know it's only variations of length because it's damaged though. I've
that's
been cutting
fine.
it in a straight line for years.
That's fine. But unless you want it all to be one length.
That's the other question.
Yeah. Then you can take it shorter.
It's thin, so like there's quite a lot of it, but it's really fine and it sits quite flat. So I've always said, can you give me a cut that's going to give me the illusion of volume? And I've always been told, just cut it in a straight line.
No, okay.
So again, I'll take your steer.
So what do you want to do daily with it? Is this left dried naturally?
This is how it dries.
Nice, that's good.
Yeah. I do style it. I can curl it.
Okay.
I have an air wrap.
Okay, nice.
Which I am not very good at using yet. I can do the curls. I've not tried like the round brush.
Yes.
But I would like a little bit of a something at the front, which I'm happy to style.
Really nice, okay.
And I wear it sort of like messy hard butt
quite
a lot, which is why I quite like the sort of, I don't want to take the blonde right up to the top because I won't maintain it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah.
But it's nice to have a bit coming through.
Yeah, so that sort of pops a little bit. And then do you want to have sort of like a fringe shape that sort of falls out then? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Not loads.
No.
But a nice bit of like framing.
Easy.
I have
show me what you've got.
So for the front pieces, just
awesome.
little
Love
bit,
that.
kind of like
Love that. Really
little
nice.
wispy bits.
So
but not the really
because that's more like that's what's called like a double fringe, where this is cut like a fringe and then that's over the top.
Ignore the under bit.
So you don't want that. You just want like that sort of feeling. So if you look at your hair from the front, you want more like that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. Easy.
And then I assumed it would need a fairly good chop.
Yeah.
Happy to lose some length.
Okay.
It's still going to be long.
Yeah.
Long.
Okay.
And then if you think we can shape it without losing it looking not really thin, again, take your steer on it.
So we can easily do that. So we can do, if we're going to do this, so if we're going to do this little bit of shape here, that's fine. And then we can do another little bit of shape here, but it doesn't cut into this too much of like, if you're not full graduations, hairdressers naturally normally take that and just cut it in, and then that takes a lot of weight away. So if we do a tiny, so you've got like that shape, and then a little bit of shape there, and then the length.
Nice.
And that will kind of flow really softly. So you'll have like a bit of a layer, but it will be done sort of inverted, so you'll keep a lot of the weight as a bulk through here.
Cool.
And then that shape works well if your hair's here, if your hair's here, if your hair's here. So then really it's just deciding how long you want your hair to be. But from a looking after perspective, you only really need to do that.
Okay.
And
I'm
then
so
we can twist the
surprised.
rest.
I really thought you'd be like, just chop it.
Depends how blunt and chunky you want it to look.
Quite blunt and chunky.
Okay. Well then in that case, then the harder you take it, the more you're going to get. So if you really want it to look like a real, I mean that will get a good swing of it and make it feel good. But again, it's like, if you want to be the scene having long hair and you start getting to here, you're no longer going to feel like you've got long hair. So if you're happy with that, that's fine, we can do it. But I wouldn't really go, because that will feel like a lot more than you think.
Yeah, let's do that.
So what do you want to do?
Let's go there-ish.
Yeah. So I'll go there first, and I'll do a little whole haircut. We'll dry it off like naturally. I'll go through twist and do the haircut, which fixes all this. And then if you want it any shorter, when it's dry, I can easily take it off.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that's not difficult at all. And then if you tie your hair up, do you tie up a lot?
I do a little messy bun.
Okay, cool.
On like day 2 and 3.
Okay.
But it's I dry it, I wear it out first day.
Nice.
Second day usually half up.
Yeah.
And then if I'm not washing it, day 3 it's in bun.
Okay, cool. So you've got a good little like procedure you follow. That's good. So with this, obviously that's always going to sort of fall out when you do that.
Yeah.
You're kind of happy to...
That's fine, because I can pin it.
Nice.
It's annoying me.
Because a lot of haircuts I do that like this, and make this a real sort of focal point, and show you how I style it, and then you've got days where you can literally blast this, do it, and then that, and you've got like a real like, look to it.
And then it still looks done.
Yes.
This is the thing, on a bun day, it's like, oh, I've got no hair.
Yeah. Because you can literally do that, twist into that, and then you've got like that sort of vibe.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice.
Really nice.
Oh, excited.
That would be good, and that would just give it the most amount of sort of... Because again, you've got fine hair, but a lot of it, which is really nice texture to have, and you can create a lot out of it very easily. So that's cool.